Hi, welcome back to Quick Builds, and the subject today is the Asterope GZ as it's on sale this GTA week, at least at the time of publication of the video. I never had one before, but it really is pretty cheap, and I thought, well, I know it's only an old Camry, but let's get hold of one. It's the Camry XV30. I've done a lot of Googling, and in the end I decided to do what a lot of people call a clean build, something simple. Something that somebody owns this car and decides they want to make it their own, that they want to personalize it a bit, but still have it as a little bit of a sleeper, that sort of car. And I found a video on a channel called Octane and Mayhem, my transformation of the XV30. I'm going to show here a still of the, sorry, very boring car that was started. Now coming down on the bottom, the photos of the car we're going to actually make, the transformation that they made to their car. So let's get started. On the front bumpers, to be honest, the stock one is best, but I'm going to at least very quickly show every option on things because you might be deciding to buy the car on sale this week. On the rear bumper, this third one, the rounded rear bumper, is in fact what's on their car. Moving on to exhaust. This is where the exhaust was on the car originally. I can't see anything. It must be hidden like up behind the bumper or something on the real car. But we can't have that pea shooter there and we can't get rid of it. So I think let's just go for a single chrome pipe. It's just an interpretation of what might have been there because it looks better. The grille, this is the best design grille as stock. But I don't want this carrying badge here because it's all blacked out on the car we're building. So I can have these various options, and I actually think of all these just to go with the grille detail delete is best. For the hood we just want stock, but these are your options. For lights, well, I've got no idea if anything was done to the headlights on the car because it's been given purple side lights, running lights, and they seem to be on in the nighttime shots. Well, as there's going to be a little bit of bluey theme coming, I am going to give it some xenon lights. I think they're going to look better. And the car definitely has a massive blue underglow layout, so we want to give it front, back and sides. One of the bright blues. I think just blue actually would be the best one here. We're not using livery, of course, but just so you can see what is supplied with the car. And incidentally, I really wanted to find a race car that could use this, so if anybody knows of one, let me know. We just want stock painted mirrors. The plate is quite blue on the car we're building, so let's go yellow on blue. For the respray, I do think that a metallic bluish silver pretty much hits the mark for this pale silver car. You can see the secondary is the mirrors. Pearlescent, I think we get ice white for free. Yeah, we do. So onto the mirrors, and again we're going for this bluish silver. Trim, I've no idea. I'm going to leave it black. I think that works the best. There's no roll cage option that we need, but there are all these cages. This is why I still think I'd love to be able to make a race car, but only if there's a real one. I did also look. This car has some Honda Civic sedan elements to it. I did also try to find a Honda Civic race car that was similar. I just couldn't. The stock roof is good. Stock skirts are good. I wish they'd given the detail where the skirt wraps up to here. They didn't, and nothing else here helps. Again, we're having no spoiler, but if you want to see what's on the car, quite a few. And again, you see that it is tempting. Well, some of them are just ridiculous, but it is tempting to build a race car on here. No sun strips. Suspension. I think when this car came out, it didn't go down low, but now it goes down to here, which is almost low enough for this build. And in fact, it's the biggest transformation you can get just by doing that. For the wheels, if we go into street, work from the end, you get to Cosmo Mark III, and just left-end alloy. These are really perfect, I would say. I wish it wasn't quite so grey in there, but we've got the dish, nuts, spoke shape, lovely. The windows, they are so dark on the car we're building. I want to go with limo. Yeah, even the xenons help give the impression of those purple lights. So there we are. That's my very clean, very simple build. Well, it's somebody else's build really on the Asterope GZ. I like it, but I think I'd like a race car more. If anybody here, and I know there's 1 or 2 people on the channel who are real fans of Japanese race cars and things, if anybody knows of a really good and relatively convincing race car that's been made on this, please do let me know. Otherwise, it's going to stay like this. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.